Kunga Uganda, kunga. Amina. The Right Honorable Lubanga Kene, here present, ably representing our beloved de facto and de jure President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Okwogera Kwa He Kyagulanyi. The Right Honorable Secretary General Odur Lewis. My beloved Sister, Your Excellency Jore Mujisha Atim. And all you gallant, peace-loving, fearless people power activists and the foot soldiers, I greet you all, including the press here present, making us to continue to be able to be visible. On behalf of the people of Northern Uganda, from West Nile to Karamoja and beyond, we want to congratulate each one of you who was present with us physically, who was present with us online in prayers, and we have special people like Juliet who watched us from the US and was able to continue to deliver. What you see in that box is a heavy-duty wheelchair. This lady, a supporter of NUP in diaspora, watched live from Sky Soldier. Sky Soldier, can you please stand up for recognition?
People power, our power, people power. NUP, everywhere. NUP.
And one of our foot soldiers in OPIP, who moved with us, is a person with disability, crawling down, but he's a very strong people power movement supporter, and he is called Okita Dennis Oswere. So we were able to have that heavy duty wheelchair delivered as a sign of our commitment to deliver a new Uganda. Right now, Kita is a very, very committedly happy person following us. I wanted to report that. In terms of tomorrow, yes, we won. I want to congratulate USG. I want to congratulate Lubanga Kene, who was physically there. I saw you dancing, ding, ding, up and down. And what did that mean? We totally demystified that narrative that we were not supposed to cross the Karuma. We demystified it. We did not only demystify, we danced with the people, because that is what the people wanted. Congratulations. I remember in Achet, when, yes, one of the, during our campaigns, day 9, day 7, where at around 6 o'clock, the trigger-happy partial police came to try and disrupt us. I remember one woman coming, no. This other guy was campaigning here until midnight. You people are not going anywhere until we hear from you. And after all, the police, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we shall divide. A woman. And to date, in fact, she's called Achan. That is the level at which people got resilient to express, to associate by choice. Kunga Omoro Kunga. Yes, reflections of Omoro. We have awakened in solidarity. And also our commitment is we will continue to organize and kunga. We are not giving up. We won. I want to congratulate everybody who participated. I want to congratulate our president, who was denied and chased away day 1. I want to congratulate him. What his presence, even unannounced, in our pit, was sensational. You cannot even write about it. You just have to experience it. Sensational. Our president and the team braved that grieving. And when they were going to be with us for 3 days, I get a call These people have been blocked from entering. Gulu, what an illegal act by the police and military. The constitution was abrogated. The team was blocked. Blocked. They couldn't enter Gulu, so we agreed they should come back to Kampala. It was at night, and these people are capable of doing anything in pressing their panic buttons. So I congratulate you. What are the reflections? The determination exhibited by one picture, the Secretary General with a piece of pen in solidarity. I don't know how many of you have seen that. I'm almost putting it as my Facebook. You know, that it spoke volumes. It spoke volumes, and many people, in fact, it is going to be printed and it will be a hall of fame as a reminder of where we are coming from and how we delivered. So we're just going to build on these steps. The solidarity of each one of you, the team from Kamocha. Thank you so much. Afoe Mate, you were there with us for the whole week. Can you stand up? They arrived. They just arrived. Mama, we are here. And did a fantastic job. The team of the flag bearers from Karamoja to West Nile, Teso came, that is the eastern region, led by Asio and the team, and they were deep on the day of elections. The honorable members of parliament, what can I say? What can I say? Thank you so much. That is something we need to not only document, but to replicate in the whole of Uganda. People leaving their comfort zones, their safety and security, putting everything on the line to make sure we were visible and were present. I condemn, on behalf of the people of northern Uganda, some paid up women in Lalogi who were screaming, paid up, who were screaming in retaliation. As my Lord Jesus Christ himself said, may we forgive them because they did not know what they were doing. For sure. But I have the clips, and we'll take that up. Because it is linked with the commodity prices. The 10,000, the 30,000 they were given to scream. In fact, they even did not look like they were coming from Lalogi itself. Those were people who just came on that day. Or were hired. They were hired to do that. But of course, it didn't succeed. We remained calm and we stayed on. Commodity prices have skyrocketed. For us, we touched poverty, the face of it. It is, you know, I remember it's still in my mind when our SG's car and they got out the t-shirts. They scrambled for the t-shirts. So I asked one person, please can't you sacrifice this? Said, but this is all I have. This is all I have. You know, you ask them, why are you wearing the yellow? We are wearing because we don't have clothes. But we would want to have the red. Poverty has reached unprecedented levels. Commodity prices have gone too high. And history has it that when the basic items are denied, human beings will rise up and reclaim their dignity. Because we have been totally driven beyond the human dignity. We condemn this and would like therefore to say that we as the National Unity Platform Party, we will continue to organize. We will continue to carry out our activities aware of the risks, because it is our right and a duty, and we owe it. We owe it to Ugandans all over. We owe it as a duty of care. So we are not going to relent. Yes, we have a number of activities, including the women elections. For us, it is an opportunity to associate. For us, it is an opportunity to reawaken. And for us, it is an opportunity to shine light on the aspirations of the people of Uganda, longing to be liberated, longing to reach the new Uganda. And we know we are reaching the new Uganda with our president and with all of you here present. Definitely, we are going to deliver on that commitment. So, I want to thank you all. I want to encourage all of you, reach out in different ways. I will be leaving to go back to northern Uganda. I thank the SG, they have ably paid for us our office, and we have also created a very solid team, mobilization and rapid response. I want to thank all of them, especially those who even have the scars of the day of nomination, as we drive the forces that be to continue to press even worse panic buttons, such that we will all deliver the new Uganda. So I want to thank all of you. I speak this, seeing indeed new Uganda, delivering it is very possible, and when I am still alive, I feel it, I touch it, I see it. I say all this believing in the new Uganda. Kunga! Northern Uganda, Kunga! Kunga! Kunga, Kampala, Kunga! Kunga! Kunga, West Nile, Kunga! Kunga! Kunga, Karamoja, Kunga! Kunga! Kunga, Mbarara, Kunga! Kunga! Thank you. And on that note, I would like, with that energy, with that reality, with that power, with that commitment, to invite the Right Honorable Matthias Mpuga Lubanga.
People power, our power. People power, our power. NUP everywhere. In a church. NUP, Kawen. NUP, Kawen. Kawen. NUP. You now know it. Thank you so much, my dear sister, Deputy President Northern Uganda, Deputy President Western, the Secretary General, the party spokesperson, whom I know as in a long meeting squeezing some of the abusers of power in this fair land. The deputy spokesperson, to you NUP team members and players at various levels, friends from the media, I'm so humbled to be here on behalf of the president, to speak to you in his absence, to headline this presser. Speaks to three things, as mentioned by the SG. First of all, I would like to appreciate Ugandans that follow, that question, that challenge every issue that arises in our midst, including challenging the reason why we live. If we live for nothing, we have no business to live. If you have never found a reason to fight for, you have no reason to live actually. And as NUP, we have defined the reason to be NUP. That's what we wake up to do every day. NUP everywhere. NUP everywhere. And everywhere NUP. Thank you. Friends, I have very, very fond memories of Omoro. I was in Omoro for 4 days. I touched, I felt, I breathed, I saw, and I will live till tales. I can tell you, NUP is everywhere. Yes. There's no question about that. And for today, I'll do two things. Initially, to congratulate most heartily the people of Omoro for not yielding to intimidation, for accepting to embrace us, to receive us. I moved throughout Omoro, who were well received. Forget the naysayers who wanted to challenge us to prove our existence in Omoro. I think that is not a question anymore. We filled the forms, we passed the exam. We're in Omoro and everywhere. And if you want to know how we exist in Omoro, go to Teni Chadondo and ask them why they were moving in the uppers throughout Omoro. Why they were moving with the bullion vans to buy support. Why they were arresting our agents and supervisors throughout Omoro. And today, I want to be clear that Omoro is a crime scene. For the criminality that took place throughout Omoro, that place is a crime scene. And for the young man who was purportedly elected, he is a witness in that criminality. He has nowhere to hide. You see, the lawyers will tell you the levels of participation in crime. You are either an accomplice, you are an abettor, or actually a direct participant in the crime. So Omoro is a crime scene. Bribery, torture, brutalization of citizens, and outright stealing. And I was expecting by today that what has remained of the EC would have expressed the existence of the country where they should exist, in name and in physique. I'll tell you that I interacted with the EC person in Omoro. We moved together for a distance, and I was asking him whether he was aware of what is going on, and I can prove he was clueless. The results were declared by a militia group, and the EC was under obligation to be around. We left Omoro with our integrity intact. We know what the people of Omoro think about NUP. And for Ugandans out there, Omoro and other places coming, I know there will be by-election in Soroti in the coming weeks. Yes. And the NUP everywhere will be right there. Like this. I would like to challenge citizens out there. You see, the money spent by the regime in Omoro can transform Omoro into a centralized district. But it was doled out for people to go and take a job, to simply go and waste away. But they cannot spend that money in Omoro city centers or schools and other places that need the roads that are in their state. I would like to invite citizens to begin asking ourselves the hard question whether we can still afford the transaction cost of keeping an immoral regime that would rather keep around by bribery, by intimidation, and all forms of criminality. So we are not worried as NUP. People are asking, as NUP, are we frustrated? Can I tell you, we are energized. Yes. We are encouraged. That change is not only on the horizon, but actually the people who want change are there. For the leaders, the political leaders in northern Uganda, I want to tell you that you are responsible for the problems there. Because it does seem that some of the political leaders prefer their people in that kind of condition, that they can bribe with them and eat on their behalf. But I'm glad that we were well received, and NUP is actually in charge of Omoro. If NRM was in charge, we wouldn't have seen bribery unprecedented, and the goons and the mafias and the drunkos taking over the constituency to declare results. And for the gentleman who was in charge of police in Omoro, a one Namuoza, well, he needs our sympathies. I don't know that he wakes up to in uniform and tells family that he's going to work, that is actually a serious person. That same Namuoza was seen in Kayunga, So he's now a professional vote thief. That is his duty. So I want to tell people, the world, that wherever you see Namuoza, he's a thief. He's an accomplice in the criminality that took place in Omoro. He was involved directly in arresting illegally our members. He was involved, and we're going to take him on as an individual. For the crime scene that we have declared in Omoro, he is part of the criminal gang that was operating in Omoro. And we are going to go for him as an individual. But all said and done, we are encouraged as NUP that we are everywhere. And we are going to be sharing the outcomes of Omoro with other friends in the change-seeking forces for lessons and activity forward. Otherwise, if the tyrant believe that they are going to do this and discourage us, we encourage it. We shall escort them to where they want to go until they give up on their criminality. Secondly, we issued a statement as NUP in Parliament, because whatever we do in Parliament, we do it on behalf of the party. We issued a statement relating to the runaway prices of essential goods in the country. And as a party, we still stand by that statement. That actually the regime has let down the country, that the regime has the space to do something about high taxation, to do something about the price and availability of petroleum and petroleum products, that the regime can tone down its appetite. Take a simple example. The president's office, not office, State House, has a budget of 677 billion. SCCA has a budget of 300 billion. Just take that simple comparison. That State House, with Mr. Museveni and his hangers on, and bootlickers, have a budget of 677 billion. KCCA, for infrastructure, for wages, for the drainage channels, for sanitation, has 300 billion. So are we able to afford the cost of keeping Mr. Museveni in State House? That's the question all of us must answer. And it's very simple. The taxes are not for service delivery, are for consumption. So if you feel that the buck stops with Mr. Museveni, don't wait for NUP to declare what next. Don't wait for Mr. Besigye to declare. Say, now that Mr. Besigye is doing this, so what are you doing? So before you say that, you who is questioning, what are you doing? Are you happy? Don't wait for Kyagulanyi to do anything. Do it yourself. Kyagulanyi is a leader. Equally, you are a leader in your own capacity because you had a family that is constrained. We want to invite every citizen to be alive. It's a matter of time. If we want change tomorrow, it will happen tomorrow. We want to invite you to participate in every activity that will hasten, will quicken a new Uganda. That's what we're inviting you into. Any activity that will quicken the departure of Mr. Museveni and his hangers on. Any activity that will quicken Ugandans getting rid of this cobble that has a huge appetite that's not about to go away in a few days. And all of us as members of parliament are equally concerned about what we can do to our people. If you ask the Honorable Senyonyi that what is there for Nakawa in the next financial year? Nothing, because somebody with a big appetite has taken all the money. The money in Congo, the money everywhere, but the money nowhere where people are. So I want to invite you as NUP to work with us, to work with everybody who wants change. It's not only NUP that wants change yesterday. Every citizen wants change. Omoro wanted to change. They were never allowed to show the change they wanted. Citizens want to invite you to participate. Question as you participate. All of us have a duty, and that duty must be played by everyone who feels affected, who feels offended, who feels cheated by the goings on in the country. Other than that, friends, I want to thank the party and the Secretariat for the job of mobilizing that is going on through Kunga and other avenues. Kunga Buganda, kunga. Kunga Omoro, kunga. Teso, kunga. We can do this together. Nobody in their individual capacity is going to change Uganda alone. And others are going to be witnessing and enjoying a show. There's no show going on in Uganda. It's a struggle, and all of us must be part of this struggle. That's the invitation we are making as a party for Uganda today and tomorrow. I want to thank you so much for being there. The media was there. And of course, lastly, I'd like to invite you to rise, and we offer our memories to friends that perished on the way to Omoro to defend the integrity of the people of Omoro. Can we rise for a minute in their memory? May their souls rest in eternal peace. Can I hand over the microphone to... I was speaking as Rulanga Kene. Let me speak now as Matthias Impuga. Twagala okutwala omukisa guno nga NUP okusooka njala kwebaza ekitebe kuteekateeka okukuŋŋaana luno okwogera eri eggwanga. Twogerako eri eggwanga bwe tuva Omoro mu kwandibadde okulonda okwaliyo okwafuuka katemba. Mu byonna twagala okuyozaayoza abantu b'Omoro abeewaayo ne bagumirira embeera yonna eyali mu kitundu kyabwe, okubatyoboola, okubajooga n'okubayisaamu amaaso nga bwe mwakulawo mwenna abaaliyo. Njala okukulisayo NUP team eyagumirira byonna ebyali mu kitundu ekyo, kibooko, okusuulibwa mu makomera na byonna, okusobola okutuusa ekibiina kyaffe eri abantu, n'otuusa obubaka bwaffe eri abantu, naye n'okulwanira ekitiibwa ky'abantu b'Omoro abali beetaaga obukulembeze. Njala kutegeeza bannayuganda bonna ekitundu ky'Omoro kitwalanga ekitundu ekyazzibwako omusango, era ffena gye tulina okugoberera. Muto waffe Olanya agamba nti yalondebwa y'omu ku bajulizi ku bikolwa ebyakolebwa Omoro, y'omu ku baabyetabamu, y'omu ku baabyuwamu amazzi ne bigenda mu maaso, era kyayita obuwanguzi atambule ng'omutwe agusulise wansi, watalina gwe yawangula, yeewangula yekka. Twagala okutegeeza bannayuganda nti ng'ekibiina ekito eky'omwaka ogumu ekya NUP twenyumiriza bwe twatuwako Omoro. Akalindi akaliwo nti NUP teri Omoro, oba oli awo bali balowooza nti ogiteeka ku ttwaka n'ogitwalayo, oba ogisiba ku kagaali n'ogivuga n'ogitwalayo. Omutima gwa NUP twagusangayo, twaguleseeyo, era gukyatojjera mu kitundu ekya Omoro, nga tegugenda kuvaayo. Twakusaba bannayuganda baagala enkyukakyuka. Enkyukakyuka temuzirekera basibye ettaayi na boogera ku buzindaalo. Buli muntu azeetabemu. Ebyali Omoro twesunga bannaffe abali mu kakiiko k'ebyokulonda abalekawo omulimo, abali batambula twabasanga nga abamu wansi w'emiti mu motoka za kakiiko k'ebyokulonda, abali tali mu kunywa mwenge nga bali mu kulya mbizzi njokerere mu kitundu ekyo, era tebaakola mulimu gwabwe. Naye nga wali emmotoka za kakiiko k'ebyokulonda okuva mu kitundu kya ggwanga nga gye ziri Omoro, naye nga bali mu miti bali mu kwota bikome, era bawaayo obuvunaanyizibwa bwabwe ne babukwasa ekibinja ky'abayaaye, era beeberangirira. Tulinze musajja mukulu Byabakama bw'abanga akyaliyo ng'akyayina embavu ezimirira mu bantu n'agamba lyakulira kakiiko k'ebyokulonda, ajja atubuulire naye bye yalaba Omoro yaliyo oba ali atema disiki, naye tumulindiridde atubuulire. Nga NUP era tulindiridde bannaffe abaaliyo nga balondoola ebyokulonda, twali nabo, aba European Union twali nabo, tulinze emboozi yaabwe bye baalaba okuva Omoro. Mu byonna tetujja kulekeraawo kutambula buli kitundu kya Uganda owali ensonga yonna ey'obukulembeze, okunga eggwanga lya Uganda ne bannayuganda bonna okubyetabamu nga enteekateeka n'emmanduso ey'enkyukakyuka. kijjo tutwala esoloti nebituleera byonna wanaabeera okulonda mu mbeera yonna. Mwami Museveni ne bannammwe olugendo lwe mutambudde tujja kubawerekera mpaka lunaava mu kkubo ekyamudde mu kkubo ettuufu. Tetujja kubalekera kintu kyonna nti kyammwe mwekka. Uganda yaffe si yammwe, si kibanja kyammwe. Ensonga ey'okubiri, twagala okutegeeza bannayuganda nti ensonga eri mu ddira ebbeeyi y'ebintu okulinnya si nsonga ya bibiina byabufuzi, nsonga ya buli munnayuganda awulira ng'akwatibwako. Nga NUP twasinzira mu paalamenti ne tuyisa ekiwandiiko ekitongole ekikwata bwe tuyimiridde ku nsonga zino. Era twagala okutegeeza eggwanga singa ffe twali mu buyinza ekyokukola tukimanyi era twakyogerako. Era twewuunya lwaki mukyalowooza nti abantu bano bakyalina obusobozi okukyusa embeera yammwe okujja kwongera okwonooneka. Emisolo egisasise wansi, essente zikyusa mu mbalirira ez'okulya obuli nga tezikendedde, tewali asubira bbeeyi ya bintu kukka. Mwami Museveni yatugamba omuntu ayongezeeyo akatuli ku musipi gwe, ogwe ye n'agukendeeza bukendeeza. N'olwekyo bannayuganda baagala Uganda empya. Omukisa weeguli okubuuza ebibuuzo naye n'ebikolwa nga kwebiri. Temulinda Kyagulanyi, temulinda Besigye, byonna gye muli. Kyagulanyi ayina amaaso abiri, naawe oyina abiri. Mukulembeze yakuwulira waayimiridde, tambula ng'omukulembeze bw'agamba. Bw'ona olinda Kyagulanyi ajja konkone ku lugiro aleetewo sukaali ne sabbuuni, kijja kuba situyambye. Buli muntu waali asitukiremu, buli muntu waali akole kyasobola okukola. Oba oli munnaddiini, oba oli musawo wa kinnansi, oba oli mutembeeyi, n'owa boodabooda ali wabweru eyo, ojja tuka ekiseera nga booda tekyasoboka. Kubanga oba oyagala stage ya mutwalo, omusaabaza n'azijjawa. So tusaba buli munnayuganda ali waali ng'embeera eno emukutteko, asinzire waali, akolese mateeka kyamugamba. Obuvunaanyizibwa bwa munnansi, duties of a citizen, etubabanja. Twagala okubeebaza bannayuganda mwenna okugoberera n'okwongera okutegeera nti bannaffe bano baakoma. Naye gavumenti ya Mubutu yali yagwa okumala emyaka mingi nga tewali agisindika. Mutunde ku mbeera eriwo, oba gavumenti eneesuula yokka temuna kye mukozeewo. Ekyo nkibalekedde. Gavumenti ya Mubutu yali yaliibwadde enkuyege naye ng'ekyayimiridde. Ndoza ne bwentemu. Njala kwebaza mwebale kumpuliriza.
Manyi abantu ba professionals babeera philosophical. Kakati bw'oba toyagala kuba interpretinga mu bwangu kiyinza okuwangaaza ennyo, naye ssebo ne bw'otema. Kakati ngenda kuwaayo omukisa gw'ebibuuzo nga 3. Wandera jati buza musoga
kanti buza musoga
kale asota buza bya musoga
it's a national issue. This goes to the leadership of this party. I know there has been contest about the election tomorrow. As a party, expect that you have quite some bit of evidence to prove your stand. If you think you won the election, could we have, as the media, look at the earphones, for instance, that you might have collected, or the figures that you have compiled, and what percentage you people won against the other side?
Which media house are you from? CTV. Okay. Thank you. My name is. Your name is? Yes, Mr.
I have 2 questions. Regarding what you are asking, I'm wondering, you could be having even videos with just narration forms of what going like that. Talking about, you could share, we have videos of the covered number plates, but we don't have videos of people being right. Then, if you have those videos, for which is an evidence that can actually prove and there is an illegal election, then it is what that declares that the election was actually are you going to court? Then two, Honorable, the leader of opposition says they are going to take on the police officer, the gentleman, the name, as an individual. What do you mean? Please explain.
Thank you very much. You want us to explain what we mean by taking on people with the individual liability. I think he will give you that answer. Let me invite Michael C. to come and say something as he replies to some of those questions, and then the leader of opposition probably will come and wind up. Yes. There is one about Omoro and evidence. I know you will find a way. One, it's all about Omoro and evidence and prosecution. I think it was towards the leader of opposition. I think, are those all the questions? Yes, Sebo.
Amanya gange nze Mukal Muhammad nga ni mukozi wa Bagba TV Kampala branch. Olunaku lw'ejjo twageze tukwatako story eya mukulu Moses Kibalama ne Tugumi ng'agezaako tugamba nti ekibiina kya NUP ekikali mu mikono gyammwe kati nga bageeza okuba nti bakitwala naye twayogeddeko ne mukulu Ssennyonyi ku ssimu n'agezaako okutunnyonnyola kati twali twagala akitubuulire kati envidio ku nsonga ezo.
Kakati sebo byonna kuwulidde ku simu tewabikiriza oyagala byawano kazindaalo. I'll probably just reiterate what I told the gentleman and then my senior colleague will add to that. You see, maybe first the Omoro issue. Again, I'll just say a little. The law will elucidate because he was commandeering our troops in Omoro, and of course the SG will give you a bit more information. But we are compiling all the necessary happenings and evidence because it's important to have these things on record. You know, we saw the videos of vehicles with concealed number plates. We saw the arrest of almost all of our agents the night before, and others were picked from the polling stations, and that meant that these guys would do whatever it is that they wanted to do, because once the agents are taken away, you know, they will do whatever it is that they want to do. So all of this we are compiling. Now somebody might ask, you're compiling, are you taking it to court? Let's have the records. It's important for starters to have the records. You know, when things are on record, they can be used at any one time. So that's important. And so we have some of that. We are still compiling a lot more of it. And the country will continuously know exactly what happened. It's something we did with Kayunga, because we compiled all the records. And we showed the world what exactly happened in Kayunga. So it's important. And my colleagues will add to that. Now, the question of Mr. Kibalama and team, we are a serious political party, duly registered. We had a delegates conference where new leadership was elected. Leadership changes once in 5 years at a delegates conference. The next delegates conference is going to be in 2025. So anybody that has interest in whatever position is free to come as a member of the party and express interest in whichever position they are interested in. So we don't think we should begin going back and forth, every Tom, Dick and Harry jumping up and saying this or the other, you know. And even after the delegates conference, there are people who went to court, and court settled this matter. The leadership of NUP and everything to go with that, court pronounced itself on that. So we don't even think it's important to keep replying to every Tom, Dick and Harry who is either planted by the state, now say this, now try and disorganize NUP and that kind of thing. Because you see, the intention of the state is to derail us, to cut our speed, so that now our focus goes into responding to all these people all the time. No. We think that we should measure on measures and minor on minors. ensonga y'omuro waiswa gyayogeddeko of course wekitiibwa lo ajja kwongera kugitaanya kubanga yadumira amagye gaffe mu omuro naye ng'ekibiina tukyeyongera okuŋŋaanya byonna byonna ebyali omuro era mwalaba obutambi emmotoka nga zirawuna mu kiro n'emisana nga namba plate z'emmotoka zino bazikwese bazibikiridde bataddeko obuveera bataddeko ebipapula olnewewuunya bw'obanga kyokola kituufu lwaki oba okweka ennamba y'emmotoka era mwalaba n'emmotoka y'amagye eyali etambuza abantu genda okulonda oba ebajje mu disitulikiti zaawa bajje balonde era nayo ng'ennamba yaayo ebikiddwa yafuna akabenje mwabiraba ate olwaba olufuna akabenje abantu ne bagwa nebaddukako nebaleka abambi bamenyese kubanga kye yali ekola yali ekimanyi nti si kituufu. Mwalaba nti ba agency baffe babasiba babapikinganga mu kiro ne ku makya ku polling stations nga bagenda babajjawo kakati polling agent bw'omugjawo kitegeeza ojja kukola kyonna kyoyagala. So obujulizi bwonna buno tuli mu bukuŋŋaanya kikulu netubeera nabwo ku record then tujja kulaga eggwanga kiki ekyaliwo nga bwe twakola mu Kayunga. Kirungi kikulu bannayuganda okutegeera kubanga babeerawo bali abagamba nti ffe twawangula era batulangirira babalangirira mu ngeri ki biki ebyaliyo. So kikulu bannayuganda okutegeera ki ekyali omuro era tujja sigala nga tubibalaga byonna nga bwe byaliyo. Ensonga ey'abannaffe mukulu Kibalama n'abalala betuwulira obukulembeze bw'ekibiina ki National Unity Platform bukyuka omulundi gumu mu myaka 5. Delegates Conference sitwalina Delegates Conference obukulembeze ne bukyuka. Oyo yenna eyeegwanyiza ekifo kyonna mu National Unity Platform ajja kujja mu Delegates Conference nga 2025 yeegwanyiza ekifo kyonna kyayagala amateeka gaffe bwe gagamba. So era ffe tulaba nti tekyetaagisa nakuddawo ate kakati ono abuuse ayogedde kino tuddemu kuddamu abo tekyetaagisiza ddala. Ensonga ezitalina makulu tetwagala ziwa nnyo makulu. Obukulembeze bwa NUP bumanyikiddwa. Waliwo abaali balina okwemulugunya ne bagenda mu kooti neewe ensala yaayo ku nsonga eno baani abakulembera NUP era ne bagala tugende mu maaso. So kakati bano abaagala okutusere betusala sipiidi oba gavumenti ebateekamu ssente kakati aba NUP mugezeeko bakyankalanya kuba kye baagala okukola tudde ku ebyo. Ensonga endala enkulu ez'enkizo tuziveeko tudde ku ebyo. Tetugamba ensonga ezitalina makulu tetujja kuziwa makulu. Mr. SG.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable. Yeah, I'll just add very quickly on that issue. Not really serious. And now some of the DR forms is avayo. Naye kati wowe na DR forms zino oba wetaaga kye bayita tally sheet batuwe bo bye ba announcing bye balangirira bitambula bitya kubanga ebyakayunga tally sheet mujukira amateeka gagamba nti tally sheet balina gikuweera ku announcement wenyini bamala ku announcing results bakwa tally sheet. Naye kati kana akakiiko ka byabakama tekakyawa tally sheet kubanga baba bamanyi bulungi nnyo nti bye banawusinze si bituufu. So bagamba kati tusooke tuddeyo ne bakuukinga figures. Kati bo basooka ne banawusinga toto ne balyoka baddayo ogezaako okulaba. Era bw'olaba ebyekayunga ku polling station ezimu ogenda kwesanga abantu abali registered mu kulonda mu tally sheet basingira ddala abali registered kubanga baanawusinga toto ne baddayo ne bagamba kakati tubifiitinze tutya. So ffe tulina DR forms zaffe kye tulinze ye tally sheet yaabwe batugambe kati eno for example polling station bakiyita balpaki batugambe nti ku balpaki omwami oyo gwe balangirira olanya yateyo bulubumeka bwe buti then tuleete DR form yaffe tubalage nti kye balangirira tekisobola kuba kituufu. Naye ate n'ekirala evidence gye tulina mu DR forms zino nga bwe ngambye eragira ddala nti ne bakola ballot staffing n'ebirala byonna bye bakola voter turnout yasigala eri too low.
naye kati bo olaba byanawusinga byali way beyond what is included here. So ensonga ya omuntu abuziza oba tugenda mu kooti, ekyo tujja kidecidinga after this process. Naye njagala n'obajjukiza nti Kayunga, bwe twava Kayunga twagenda mu kooti, omusango we Kayunga batandise okuwulira olunaku lwa jjo, era nayo ne baddayo ne bagongezaayo up to July. So tulina challenges nyingi nnyo n'ekitongole ekiramuzi engeri gyekikola ebintu. Kati abantu ba Kayunga balonda Honorable Harriet Nakwedde okuba nga ye chairperson waabwe, naye bwe twogerera tebafunye obuweereza kuvako omuntu gwe balangirira oba gwe balonda. Ogenda mu kooti ne bamala omwaka mulambo w'emyezi 6 nga tebannatandika nabuulira musango, bwe batandika bagutwala mu kaso. So twesanga tulina challenge eyo ne mu judiciary. Ensonga ya Kibalama banange ndowooza omukulu agyogeddeko bulungi nnyo. Abantu abatetekinga serious kyalaga nti abamu abamawulire ate bagala batekinga serious. Wali baba tetekinga serious ate gwe bamawulire lwaki omutekinga serious? Bakabayita emirundi emeka leero boogera kino ekyabogera kino kati namwe mwina okwebereramu. So I was trying to say that you've seen we have the DR forms here. Some of the majority of them we have them now, and we are going to take them. We are going to do an analysis. We are waiting for a tally sheet. The law requires the Electoral Commission to issue a tally sheet immediately after announcing results. Unfortunately, the Biabakama Electoral Commission no longer does that. They just announce the totals and then now start going. They go to EC and try to cook up figures within the tally sheet to match what they are saying. So that is one of the challenges we have. So you have the data forms, but you always need them to come with the tally sheet so that you compare what they declared vis-a-vis what you have in the DR forms. And that's what we are waiting for. And someone asked about court processes. We have a lot of disappointment with the judiciary and the pace with which they use to hear these cases. Like the Kayunga case, which is clear-cut, they are just starting to hear it. The first hearing happened yesterday, and then the matter was adjourned up to July. And you know that's how these cases have been going. So we hope that the cases can be handled expeditiously so that the people who have elected leaders can get their representation from there. Thank you very much, and maybe we invite the log to conclude. Oh, all right.
Thank you. The question was very simple, related to what we meant by taking on Mr. Namo's. The law is